97% of women are unattractive, the truth nobody wants to hear. Hello everybody, and welcome to One Male. I'm here to talk about a taboo topic, attractiveness. Specifically, how 97% of women are considered unattractive by mainstream standards might seem harsh, but we must face the truth head-on if we ever want to change things for the better. So please stay tuned as I break this down for you in more detail. Make sure to like this video, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this in the future. A fragment of me has stopped caring about the other gender and has become completely indifferent. I didn't care when I saw a lady collapse on her backside. I wanted to fling my arms up and pretend I didn't care. This is the universe produced by women as a consequence of their abuse of men. After taking the red pill, we stopped paying attention to guys when they understood what female nature is all about. They expect we'll keep looking for them since we can't help ourselves. However, this is not the case. Instead, women seem to have responded to men's disinterest by wearing more cosmetics, putting more effort into their looks, and going to more extraordinary lengths to pique a man's interest and commitment. Everything from going on the first date to playing the feminine chameleon and pretending to enjoy everything he says and does for many years. They have no choice if the man is a good catch, since where have all the decent guys gone? However, when we realize that women do not return our love in the same way that we do, and when we know that we don't want them because they are becoming more ugly, we go our ways. No man genuinely understands what the majority of women are going through. He is a human, not a human being unless they are extraordinary in some way. Most ladies will appeal to us. My YouTube crush, Wonder Hussy, creates trip videos in remote areas like Nevada, Arizona, California, and other places. Her energy and aura are highly appealing to me. But when she said she was from San Francisco and was a liberal Democrat, I changed my mind and got more intrigued. I've lost interest in politics and have grown indifferent. I haven't had a crush in 3 or 4 years, so I fell for the female chameleon fad. Plus, she's a little older, in her early 40s, which I don't mind. But as she began talking about oppressed people while driving around in a 4x4 paid for by a YouTube fan, I decided I couldn't listen to her anymore. When I meet a liberal or a Marxist lady, I wonder how much she would shame me for working hard and oppressing others with my efforts. When I hear a lady who has had enough, I wonder how much she would shame me for working hard and oppressing others with my efforts. I don't know how long I could date her before going nuts. If she loves to drink or smoke, I wonder how long it will take before she becomes drunk or high. But then, she cheats on me if I don't join her on that vacation. In Morocco, I won't be able to sample her taco. When you comprehend female nature and behavior, you might discover patterns in the conduct of previous women you've dated. It's not only exhausting and tedious, but you'd rather sleep alone than deal with the girls. You come across a lady who is excellent at rare times. She's on an emotional roller coaster. The line is long, the ride is short, and there is a mile of men waiting behind you and a mile of people waiting in front of you. Sometimes you'll see folks camping out with Wonder Hack. I don't believe I need to explain what I mean by that. The reason we have memories isn't so we can sit on a porch with older adults one day and reminisce about the good old days. Instead of remembering when you and Boo were chasing Roscoe and Coltrane through the swamps in the General League, it's about recognizing when you were burnt while touching a stunning lady. Because you now have experience or, more crucially, you have linked red pill information to real-life events. Every week, around a half-dozen males remark on how my life experiences correspond to theirs. So, how exactly? They may see particular sorts of female actions and motives mirrored in their own experience when I identify specific types of female behaviors and motivations. But then, they get an aha moment while listening to me, and everything makes sense. When we have our aha moments as males, we observe female conduct differently. If a woman we know nags us and puts her in her place, she is typically delighted. You're standing up to her tests and winning straight away, but it's taking a toll on your psychological well-being while the drama serves no purpose. So if you become connected with a girl and she immediately begins testing you, you'll find her unappealing since you'll have to keep winning one test after another. Continuing your chat with her is a waste of time and effort. It will make you unhappy since you already know what it is about. Consequently, if the lady is silent and keeps her feelings locked up, you will immediately find her uninteresting and lose interest. You can guarantee she's the quiet sort, using passive-aggressive methods like gaslighting to persuade you. Different women use various techniques to influence males in multiple ways. After viewing this, it's tough to be drawn to women in general. It does not mean that you would be careless with your packing. I'm going to attempt to humiliate you with that suggestion. And no matter how many girls there are, it merely shows that you've matured and no longer want to deal with childish games. That is why, after taking the red pill, guys find women less appealing due to their lack of maturity in the past. Men used to grow up quicker than women when life was hard and short. Women were still beautiful, but survival gained primacy as life got physically more accessible and women became physically more demanding. Men started prioritizing one above the other. They must have known that part of the masculine effort traditionally necessary for bare survival could be diverted for their amusement. Many of them fail to see that male maturity means male action is not given equitably to a PS200 child. It's similar to Pez candy. Perhaps this is why guys are portrayed as immature buffoons in the media. If a guy is a loser, he is unlikely to think about where his efforts are focused, and most of them are likely to be directed at a woman. It sometimes sounds like that statement. Women appreciate an independent guy, but not one who thinks independently. A man who thinks independently is less likely to find women appealing. Instead of judging them only on their looks, he would most likely thoroughly weigh the pros and cons. Professional sports and bro culture have converted guys into zombies over the last 30 to 40 years, lowering women's quality. The media promotes mindless male behavior, yet the only way a regular guy finds a typical woman appealing is if he is ignorant about female nature. He no longer sees him appealing once he recognizes the benefit for what it is. They must be the 1% of females who go above and above the call of marital duty. Perhaps they have a trip-adventurous YouTube channel, a humorous comedian, or an incredible personality that brightens up a room. Most women are ugly to red pill males when they come in because it takes more than a lovely smile and promiscuous behavior to pique our attention. Why do you believe women utilized cooking to attract and keep men? It's all about the meals done throughout most of history. She only hopes it's the cheerful, happy joy. The pleasure that you experience from eating keeps you coming back for more. Why do you believe they are seeking to mask their current negative sentiments under old-fashioned Southern hospitality for convenience? They are returning to their former ways of grooming themselves rather than wearing daisies, cooking beautiful meals, and, most importantly, being nice to be around. They want to look and behave tremendously and their meals to be tasty. In addition, women have just lately shown their true nature to us in the previous few generations. So is it any wonder that most red-pilled guys no longer find them appealing? We're looking at a female magician who excels in deceit. She is hiding her flaws with virtues on the outside to symbolize a guy's qualities on the inside. Males are less attractive on the exterior than women, and we typically stink and look bad. It's almost as though our exterior physique reflects their inner thinking, and their inner mentality is intended to mirror ours. It's all about males echoing one another. Don't reflect a woman's subconscious and conscious thoughts. Once you've learned about them, they no longer seem as enticing as your unique value system and conduct. You believe she is an extraterrestrial. So it's no wonder that men want to go their own way. Do you think the majority of women are ugly and a small percentage of them are shady? In any event, I don't believe this is a coincidence. Suppose you're curious about a feminist's reaction to MGTOW. I have a video where I looked at a young woman's response when she's told about MGTOW. Some people might say that it's harsh or rude, but I think it's essential for them to know what it is to have a different and open outlook. So make sure to watch my latest video to find out about this.